The OC, KP, Kevin Patullo at practice today. He's been in the headlines for the Birds' lackluster offensive performance against Chicago. The fans have shown they won't let that go over easy. A few more days to wait to see.
I get that.
I don't know what you're talking about. A few more days to wait and see how Jalen Hurts and the offense will respond in Los Angeles on Monday. Birds Huddle huddling on this Friday evening. We're presented by Toyota, official automotive partner of the NFL. Barrett Brooks is here. Ashlyn Sullivan is here. I'm Michael Barkamp. First things first, some news and notes. Jalen Phillips returned to practice today in a limited fashion, while left guard Landon Dickerson is given a rest day. Then there's defensive tackle Jalen Carter. He has been ruled out after undergoing procedures on both shoulders. How much does that compromise the team defensively?
It compromises him a lot because, he's the best defender we have, as far as, out-and-out talent. And he just hasn't played up to the ability. And then I will preface this. We have seen him a lot this year getting up after plays, his shoulder, and you see that, constantly. So I was looking at the game, watching the film, looking at the game, and I see him gauging guys, pressing guys out. But I don't see him trying to get off and get tackles. That may be the reason why he wasn't getting off and getting tackles and stayed engaged the block. He just couldn't because his shoulders didn't allow him to. So I'm not glad the player's hurt, but I see there's a reason why he was playing the way he was playing.
Right. Compromised defense now?
Big time. And I think what Barrett's talking about, where at one point in the season you didn't know what was wrong with him. It's like,
right.
Why are we not seeing the level of play that we thought we were going to get from Jalen Carter? And he kind of alluded to it last post game. Hey, I got something going on. So I think that's encouraging. It is
especially
a compromise.
That contract year, too.
Yeah. I thought Jordan Davis was really honest in the locker room where he's like, hey, this defense can't be this defense without Jalen Carter on the field. So I don't think they have the expectation that they're going to have this mega performance without him. To me, this is all on Jordan Davis. Yes, Moro Ojomo. Yes, Ty Robinson. Great snaps to get more guys some reps here. But Jordan Davis is going to have to fill the void of Jalen Carter, and that's not easy to do.
Damn it, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear. I want to hear them guys going out there and smacking and kicking and doing whatever it takes to have a great game.
All right, we're going to get to that further in just a moment. Without Carter, that leaves room for rookies such as Jihad Campbell, who logged 0 defensive snaps against the Bears. Campbell spoke this afternoon in the locker room about his opportunity come Monday.
I'm not this is not no basketball team where I'm looking to score 40 points, and then if I don't score the next 40 points the next game, I'm going to be pissed off and mad. It's not that. It's all about wanting joy for yourself, of course, and then wanting joy for everybody else that's around you. How can I help the team win? How can other players help the team win? How can we all help each other win? That's the mindset.
We know that we have a lot of fix, and I think the mindset is there. I don't know if y'all got a chance to really see practice, but the energy at practice was up today on both sides. I really loved it, enjoyed it. And I think that's just the feeling that we need to have. It's just we trending upwards. And, we just go in there Monday. We can't think about the past. Obviously, it stings that we lost 2 back-to-back, but we have to look into the future, and we have to do what we have to do and execute. That's what we're capable of.
To the Toyota 3-point stance, stance number 1, the moral of the story. That's right. Someone has to step up in the absence of Jalen Carter. And you heard Ashlyn mention Moro Ojomo. He's been here before, Ash. What will he show us on Monday night?
Well, this is a player that I think when you saw Milton Williams depart from this team, you're thinking, how are they going to fill this hole? And I thought Moro Ojomo has done a fantastic job with that. He's already done this twice this season, filling in for Jalen Carter. He did mention this week he didn't really know that was going to happen. It was a really short term, where this whole week he has known, okay, I am the guy that has to fill in for Jalen Carter. Moro Ojomo, his football intelligence beat, we always talk about it. He is breaking down what the offense is doing before the ball is even snapped. Yep. Guys are telling me on defense he is the smartest player in the room, and I think Moro Ojomo, he should see this as an opportunity to get paid. He
should, yeah, for sure.
Is there a fall off? And if so, how much from Carter to Ojomo?
Well, I mean, a healthy Carter and a healthy, Moro Ojomo, that's just totally different. That's the sky's the limit for that guy. But you look at Moro now. I mean, he's right now going to play better than what Jalen Carter's been playing. He's healthy right now. We need penetration. Get up the field. We need to make plays, tackle for losses, pressure on quarterbacks. That has to be with getting up the field and creating havoc, making that offensive line hold them, making them go out there and adjust to his way of playing. So if we can get that from him, this will be a good game for us.
All right. Stance number 2. Enough about the Cowboys. In a must-win game last night, the Dallas D allowed 44 points at Detroit. C.D. Lamb left with what appeared to be a concussion. Questions arise about George Pickens' effort. So enough talk about Dallas making a run at the division title. Where's the Eagles' magic number is down to 3. Dallas is all but done. Barrett, lay him to rest. Yes?
Yes, lay him to rest, but I'm not worried about 3 games. Let's go ahead and run the table. We got to get our expectations high like they've been. Right now, we're kind of in the lull. We got to get out that lull. And the only way you can do it, by power of thinking, positive thinking, going out there and saying, yes, we're going to run the table. I know it's one game at a time, one play at a time, one snap at a time. But at the end of the day, we've got to be more positive. Let's go and run the table. 5. We can beat all those teams the next 5 games.
Mathematically, they're alive, but really, they're gone.
Yes, I believe it's a 9% chance that the Cowboys make the playoffs, and I get the expectations outside the NovaCare complex. They're not great right now, but I think it goes to show that was the perfect example Thursday night. The Cowboys, they were doing everything flawlessly, great offense, made additions on defense. You're like, all right, this Cowboys team is something special. But they don't know how to win. And how many times this Philadelphia Eagles team do we say, we don't really know what they're good at, but they find ways to win? That should mean something. And I thought Thursday night was the greatest example because the Cowboys had this opportunity to extend their season, and they just pushed it aside because they don't know how to win.
Yeah, how about the Lions? Are they for real? We thought they were, then we thought they might not be. Now, what do you think?
They always have been for real. This is a good team. They have a good offense. Their defense is a little hobbled. Their guys are dropping off like flies, just like they did last year. But, the high potency of their offense and the offensive output that they have and those star players that they have, they just make it so close all the time because they can score. They can score, off the bat. So that's going to be tough for us. We got to stop them from scoring if we do meet them in the playoffs. But at the end of the day, I think the Eagles still have the best roster in the NFL, and we need to start playing like we need to play.
Brian Branch, Achilles injury, looks like he might be done. But Ashlyn just brought up something very, very important, the know-how to win a game,
absolutely,
which Dallas fails to possess, at least at this point. What about the Eagles? Do they have that know-how to win a game at 8-4?
They do, but it's the simple discipline that they lack right now. No discipline. If they become a more disciplined team, now all these penalties, this team will win games. Penalties kicked our butt against Dallas. We just can't afford that. And then against the Bears, we just got a good old-fashioned butt kicking, So we got to come back from that. This is a physical team. We're going into Monday night and play. We got to make sure we're ready to play.
All right, stance number 3, take charge in L.A. The Eagles need to take advantage of a team with their exact record, yes, but other than the Chargers' Week 3 win against Denver, L.A. would seem to be nothing special. The Eagles, on the other hand, can be special, but sure haven't been lately. Brings up the playbook. It's presented by Supercuts. Let's take a look. It's time for stock up, stock down. And the question is, how much pressure is on Jalen Hurts? And is there a breakdown in messaging with this Eagles team? What do you think?
He's used to being in this position. He's used to people talking about him bad. He's used to, rising up like a fiery phoenix. And he's going to give us something to talk about this next Tuesday when we wake up in the morning with a victory. We know this. This is what he does. He always goes in and he becomes that guy that we knew Jalen could do this. Jalen's our guy. You know what I'm saying? Right now he's everybody's, bastard kid. He's not sorry. But he just, that's what he is right now. But he's going to come back. He's going to be everybody's favorite again. We need him to go out there and play like that.
Ashlyn?
And that goes that Chargers team. And I get the rest of the league could say this about the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, they have the same record. What do they do well? The answer right now with this Eagles team is they know how to win and nothing else. But I just look at this Chargers team. They haven't played really anyone. They're the 18th ranked offense in the league. When you describe the Chargers, what do you say? Justin Herbert, he has a lot of talent. What else? I just think this team is nothing special. And this Eagles team needs to dictate play and win this game, or else there will be worries because this is a team that they are frankly much better than.
I'll tell you what else. He's got a broken left wrist. He's going to play, and I give him huge kudos for that. What can we expect? You played with some great ones. Ben Roethlisberger comes to mind. He played injured frequently. When you look at a broken left wrist, non-throwing hand to be sure, but still just the force that he gets the ball from the center is tremendous.
Yeah, when they snap the ball to him, it's going to hit his hands. And that force is coming, because that center has to get the ball up to him and go out and block. So he's coming up with some steam. He's got to be, he's got to make sure that he still gets the ball, deliver the ball. Maybe we can get a couple, turnovers from that because that hand is still hurting him. this may be our greatest advantage right now. We need to get Trey in the game. If we can get Trey, their backup quarterback, in the game, it's a definite win. But, this kid can play. We need to heat him up a little bit.